Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing something that is, I was about to say totally new for me, but it's not totally new for me. I just haven't done it in a really long time on my channel. So I've got my passion tea from Starbucks. It's the middle of the freaking night. I just worked all freaking night long, but anyways, I'm going to be doing the TMI tag from Nikki Tutorials, and this is just a tag that I've pulled up from her website actually, and I'm not really sure how old it is, but I have not done a tag on my channel since maybe the first week that I had this channel. I don't know. I did some get to know me kind of tag at least 4 years ago. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 asked, what are you wearing? Well, I am literally just wearing zebra striped fluffy pajama pants because the rest of my laundry needs to be washed. Number 2 says, ever been in love? And I feel like I've been in love-ish. I thought that I was in love at the time maybe, but I've never been in reciprocated, healthy, loving relationship where both people loved each other. That's never happened. Oh, I have a cat visitor. Number 3 says, ever had a terrible breakup? Again, since I've never really been in love, really, in my opinion, I don't think that I've ever had a terrible breakup, but I've had what felt like a terrible breakup from people that I was kind of seeing. But for me, the most heart-wrenching was friend breakup. So when I had friends that I really, really loved and that really meant something to me, but we had to go our separate ways, that to me was the worst breakup. More than even anybody that I was seeing. Number 4 says, how tall are you? And I am 5'9". Number 5 says, how much do you weigh? And I don't even own a scale at the moment, but I'm gonna say that I probably weigh around 140 pounds. Number 6 says, do you have any tattoos? And I do not have any tattoos, but I'm the kind of person that's super all or nothing, so I feel if I ever got tattoos that I would literally get 2 full sleeves and all the way across my chest and all the way down my body, and I would be smothered if I ever got any. But I currently do not have any tattoos. Number 7 is, do you have any piercings? And I've had so many piercings. I had my left nipple, I had through my lip, I had this piercing through my lip that way, horizontally and vertically. I had my nose pierced, my ears used to be stretched, I had my cartilage pierced, I had my tongue pierced, I think I already said my nose, tongue, nipple, nose, ears, I think that is it. And I currently only have my nose pierced and my ears if I wanted to try and wear jewelry. Those are the only piercings that still actually would work. So yeah. Next says OTP. OTP. I have no idea what that means, so we're gonna skip that one. Number 9, favorite show. Okay, well, my favorite show has to be Dance Moms. I know it's not on anymore, but that was my favorite show. I've never watched every single episode of any other show obsessively like I have with Dance Moms, so oops, Dance Moms. Number 10 says favorite bands. And I have so many favorite bands, but I would have to say most influential to me would be more singers than bands. I have had a profound impact on my life made by Adele and by Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. And what about bands? I guess the Beatles for a band. Is there any current bands that I'm obsessed with that are an actual full-on band? I don't know. But yeah, I love Adele. Love me some Adele. Love me some Demi Lovato. Love me some Britney Spears, guilty pleasure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super boring when it comes to music. I love all of the top 40 and I love everything that you could possibly play me, but I'm not somebody that's I only like this band and my music taste is better than yours. I kind of just love all music. Next says something that you miss, and I miss my dog. My Chewy Chewbacca. He is back home in Alberta, but I miss him so much. Number 12 says, what's your favorite song? And, I have so many favorite songs, but I would have to say that I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston is probably one of my all-time favorites. And next, number 13 says, how old are you? And I am currently 28 years old. Number 14 says, what's your zodiac sign? And I am an Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, every time I start singing, she comes to me. Hi, kitten. She's gonna scream, but this is kitten. Say hi. Number 15, quality you look for in a partner. So for a partner, I look for, I guess, somebody that is grounded, open-minded, adventurous, trustworthy, and loyal, authentic, lots of things. Hello, cat. Number 16, your favorite quote. Ooh. What would be my favorite quote? I have so many, but I'll just go with my own quote. Be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. Your favorite actor? This one is also very tough. My favorite actor growing up was definitely Lindsay Lohan. I was obsessed with The Parent Trap, and I thought that she was absolutely remarkable. This is a very difficult question for me. I love Sutton Foster, but she is a Broadway actor, if you know her. I love Daniel Radcliffe, but I'm kind of biased because I met him. Who would my favorite be? Ooh, I love Judy Garland. I'm going to say my favorite actor of all time is Judy Garland. Number 18 says your favorite color, and I have so many favorite colors, but I'm going to have to say red. The color of passion. Number 19 asks loud music or soft, and I think that there's a time and a place for both, but if I had to only live with like one for the rest of my life, I would go with soft music, because when music is like too loud that I can't even hear people speak or do anything else, then I'm like, ah! So soft music. Number 20 says, where do you go when you're sad? And I probably go to my bedroom or at home, or I go to the forest, the magical, whimsical forest. Number 21 says, how long does it take you to shower? Number 21 says, how long does it take you to shower? And it probably takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to shower and shave. And it probably takes me about 15 minutes to shower. Number 22 says, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? And depends what I'm doing. If I have to shower and it's including all of that, but like sometimes I can get ready in 2 minutes, or sometimes I could take like 3 hours to get ready if I'm going to something fancy or like going to be on set, so you never know. Just kidding, it wouldn't take like 3 hours. That's a huge exaggeration, but I don't know, I guess if I was doing my makeup it would take like 2 hours. Number 23 says, have you ever been in a physical fight? And I'm sure I've been in many physical fights, but only with my brothers. Number 24 says, a turn on. A turn on for me is when people are so comfortable with who they are that they don't at all try to impress you or anything. They're just like super comfortable. Either that, or when people are like so beautiful but they're super shy, like they don't know that they're beautiful. Those people. Or number 25 says turn off, and the biggest turn off for me is like narcissistic people or people that are not self-aware. Big, like cockiness. Those are all big turn-offs. Number 26 says the reason that I joined YouTube. And the reason that I joined YouTube is kind of two-part. One was that I wanted to inspire people, and I wanted to spread positivity and optimism and be a leader. But number two was that I really, really wanted to get my music career started, and that's kind of not the most important at the moment. But yeah, to inspire people mostly. Number 27 says your fears, and my biggest fears would be to be working customer service for the rest of my life. to never fall in love and have that experience, to become like really successful and totally blow it. Yeah, those are my biggest fears, I guess. I'm also like totally afraid of spiders and totally afraid of bees, so. Number 28 says the last thing that made you cry, and the last thing that made me cry was watching the Brother Ian and Sister James video, and Sister James bought Brother Ian a ring, and Brother Ian was so touched that it made me cry. Number 29 says, last time you said you loved someone, and I believe that I said that I loved somebody yesterday, and I believe that was to my roommate, Cody. Meaning behind my YouTube name. Well, my YouTube name is just my name, so I guess I'm the meaning? I don't know. Number 31 says the last book that you read. Ooh. I would have to say the last book that I read cover to cover was Scar Tissue by Anthony Kiedis, about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Number 32 says the book that you're currently reading, and guilty, I'm not actually reading anything right now. Number 33 says the last show that you watched, and the last show that I watched was The Wendy Show. I just finished watching it on YouTube. Number 34 says the last person that you talked to, and the last person that I talked to was you guys. But just kidding, I also just texted my roommate who's on her way home. So I literally just had to film the last half of this questions tag 3 times, so wish me luck. Fingers crossed that it actually works this time, but the audio just keeps stopping recording, and I didn't realize why, but it's because my MacBook memory was full, but now I deleted some stuff and freed up some space, so now we will hopefully be able to record the last half of this questions tag without any more interruptions. Okay, so once again, number 35 says, what was the relationship to the last person you texted? And I just answered that. She is my roommate. So number 36 says, what's your favorite food? And oh my god, my favorite food is some Sister Nice and Fresh butter chicken, because you can have it with the chicken if you like chicken. If you like it vegan, it's amazing that way too. And oh my god, I had it for dinner last night and I can never get sick of it. And please give me more. My mouth is watering. Oh my god. Butter chicken is the best. Number 37 says, place you want to visit. And I would love to go to Ireland. I would love to go to Thailand. I would love to go to Vietnam. I would love to go to Australia. I'd love to go to New Zealand. I'd love to go to LA, to California. So many places I would love to go. I don't know. Where should I go first? Let me know in the comments where out of all those places I should go first, because this sister wants to go everywhere. Number 38 says, last place that you were, and that was at work. Womp womp. Number 39 says, do you have a crush? Maybe. Yeah, I definitely have a crush, and he's the cutest ever, and every single time I see him, I get so nervous. But, we're getting married, so, no big deal. Just kidding. Number 40 says, last time you kissed someone, and I think it might have been Corey. I don't know. It was literally over a year ago, and I don't even remember, other than, kissing the cat, and that doesn't count. Number 41 says, last time that you were insulted. Unless it was, by one of my coworkers jokingly, I guess, in the YouTube comments, because there's never a shortage of poison there. Number 42 says, your favorite flavor of sweet. And if they're talking candy, then definitely watermelon, especially sour watermelon. Now I'm periodically checking to make sure if the volume is still recording, or the audio is still recording, because I don't want a sister record this a sister 5th time. So, number 43 says, what instruments do you play? Well, I can play the xylophone. I play a mean triangle. I'm pretty much a pro at that, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. I play the kazoo, the didgeridoo. No, in total seriousness, I play the guitar and the keyboard, and that's about it. Number 44 says, your favorite piece of jewelry. And my favorite piece of jewelry is the silver ring that I like to wear on a necklace, because it's a little bit too small for my finger, and my dad passed it on to me when he died, and it was in his stuff, and it means the world to me, and it doesn't fit on my finger, so I like to wear it as a necklace. I'm not wearing it right now, but it is definitely my favorite. Number 45 says the last sport you played. And does beer pong count as a sport? I'm just kidding. I don't even know why I said that. I've literally never even played beer pong in my life. Dancing? Does that count? That's not a sport either. Bowling? Oh my god. If bowling is the only sport that I've ever done, if that even counts as a sport, I am the biggest nerd in the entire world. But like, I don't think I've ever played a sport. Number 46 says the last song you sang, and today for a little clip on Facebook, I randomly was singing, what was I singing this morning? When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Okay, so I guess Let It Be was the last song that I sang, and I just sang it again. Number 47 says, what's your favorite chat up line? And I don't know what a chat up line is, so I'm going to skip that question and move on to number 48, which says, have you ever used it? And I'm assuming it means the chat up line. I don't know what that means. So we're going to skip that question too and move on to number 49, which says, last time you hung out with anyone. And other than like my roommate for like 5 minutes yesterday before she went to bed, I guess the last person I hung out with was Laura from work. We went for a walk down by the quay. That's about it. It was like a week ago. I have no life. And number 50 says, the last question, who should answer these questions? And I think all of you guys should answer these questions. Go ahead and make a video response to this one, answering all of these TMI questions, post it on your YouTube channel. Even if you don't have any videos, why not just make a video answering these questions and we can get to know each other? Wouldn't that be cool? I think it would be cool. And if you want to answer any of these questions, or you have any more questions about these questions, then you could leave me a question in the comments below. Question. Okay, so I guess that is it for this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I had so much fun answering these questions. Like I said, I haven't done a tag like this in like 4 years, so this was so much fun. And yeah, I would like you guys to do these questions and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and if you're brand new here or not. Like, I'm not making you do anything, but like, you know, we can be friends, huh? So that'd be cool. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for all of the supportive comments this week. You guys make my life. Sincerely. You guys literally open up my heart and fill it with love. Okay, I love you. And that is the end of this video. Okay, bye!